Welcome to the video. My name is John Plumley, but you could all call me Jack. Here I'm going to be unboxing some Bulletproof coffee, supplements, and protein bars. Let's get into it. This is actually my first order from Bulletproof. I've only ever had their brain octane oil, which is available in the grocery stores where I live. I have been making Bulletproof coffee for some time now, but I'm excited to actually have some legitimate Bulletproof products. As I mentioned, I have the collagen bars, coffee, and some supplements. So let's start with the coffee here. I bought the 3-pack, which comes with the original, so medium roast, pretty much your typical coffee. And then the French kick, so dark roast, my personal favorite. I enjoy dark roast the most just for the flavor, and I do sort of, I don't know, I don't like too much caffeine, I don't like too much energy from it, which is, I think, what this one here is, the Mentalist. I believe this one has a bit higher level of caffeine, so some of these, you know, I have people over here to do my podcast with, so if someone's here and really likes their caffeine, or maybe I want them to really get into the podcast a lot, I'll give them some Bulletproof coffee with this higher caffeine stuff right here. So with all their coffee, from what I understand, is it's very careful for testing for mold toxins and any sort of things that are not optimal in your coffee. So as far as I can tell, this is some of the highest quality coffee that you can purchase on the market. And then of course, for the Bulletproof coffee, I have the Brain Octane C8 MCT Oil. For those of you who don't know, MCT oil is essentially just like a highly distilled down coconut oil. There's nothing else added to it, just the coconut oil, which gets you caprylic acid triglycerides from highly refined coconut oil. So this is what you mix in for the Bulletproof coffee, and just gives your brain, gives your body that extra energy from the saturated fat. And I don't know, it's a bit more complex and scientific. You blend it in a blender and it does something to the, it's kind of complex, but all I know is I love the taste of Bulletproof coffee, and I definitely feel more energized and more focused when I have that as opposed to just a regular cup of just plain old coffee. So something else I'm excited to try here in this little mini box is the cold brew Bulletproof coffee. So this is actually pre-made coffee. I guess it doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's okay just in the container here. I don't really know how that works, but it's cold brew coffee. It has the grass-fed butter and the Brain Octane oil mixed in it. So it's something that you can drink on the go. I thought this was gonna be great for me when I go on trips, when I go driving, just anywhere, at work, you work in the morning, you don't wanna necessarily, maybe you wanna fast, but you wanna have Bulletproof coffee, you don't have a blender, take these. And actually looking at them, having them in hand, they're a lot smaller than I thought, like just kinda holding it in my hands. I like the feel of it. And there's 12 in this box here. So this is really excited about these, honestly. Again, something I can give to my podcast guests or take when I'm driving or going on a trip. Now for the supplements, got 2 from them here. One is the coconut charcoal. It says gas relief on it, but the reason that I got it is just for charcoal is like a sort of a detoxing agent. From what I understand about it, just from reading a little bit, is that the charcoal goes through your system, it passes through you, and when it's inside of you, it binds other, maybe toxic particles or things like heavy metals, besides mercury. Mercury, unfortunately, doesn't bind to this, but other heavy metals bind to this when it's inside of you so that you can pass it through your body and not actually absorb it into your system. And not that I think there's anything crazy that I personally need to detoxify from, but I figure it's a good thing to have in hand. There's 90 capsules in this, so it'll last a while. I won't be taking these every day. And an interesting thing that I read on as well is to take 1 or 2 of these before you go to the gym. So when you're in the gym, when you're working out, your body's releasing things, right? Your circulation's improved. So if you have some charcoal in your system, it can capture any toxins that are being released and you can pass them through. So definitely something to add to to just a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle in general. And then next got the Curcumin Max supplement. So again, this says for healthy inflammation response, supports joint health, which is all good stuff. I mean, I'm young, I don't have sore joints or anything, but in general, this is good for brain health. Anything that reduces inflammation improves your brain. And there is research and studies that talks about curcumin for brain health in general, supporting memory and all those sorts of things, which is a huge focus of mine. So again, something that I thought couldn't hurt to have in my daily supplement regime. All right, and last but not least, we have the collagen protein bars. So I have 4 of these packages, 12 bars per package. This one is the lemon cookie flavor. We got the vanilla shortbread, fudge brownie, and then finally, this one's probably gonna be the best, the apple pie. So the main gist of the collagen bars is cashew butter, collagen, brain octane oil, and then a few other ingredients depending on the flavor. So they're a protein bar, mainly from collagen protein. There's 12 grams of protein per bar. Now, something about collagen, again, my really basic level of understanding is I believe it's the amino acid profile of proteins is different depending on the type of protein it is, right? Kind of mind-blowing. When I was growing up, I figured like you can add scoops of whey protein, you can have those classic protein bars you get in the store with 20 grams of protein, and that protein is no different than the protein you get from a chicken breast, right? I didn't really understand that proteins were different, and in all fairness, we do a really bad job of explaining that or teaching that, especially to young kids that are going through high school and looking to build muscle mass. You have no idea that different proteins are different, right? So with collagen, it's supposedly one of the more healthier proteins you can consume just due to, again, I believe it's the amino acid profile. It has less of the bad amino acids and more of the other amino acids that really you can consume more of with less negative health effects. So that's my understanding of the collagen, and I do take a grass-fed collagen supplement in water quite often. But these protein bars I'm excited for because, again, protein bars have always been so convenient, but I really don't trust the ones that you just randomly get in the store from some no-name brand that have like some crazy 20 grams to 30 grams of protein. Now, understanding a little bit more about protein and about health in general, I can't really consume those protein bars and feel good about it, whereas I feel like these are some protein bars that I can be eating and not only mentally feeling good about it, but physically feeling the difference. That's all the products from my recent order from Bulletproof. I will do reviews of these products on my Instagram, so go and follow me on there if you aren't already. And all in all, thanks to Dave Asprey and the Bulletproof team for providing some seemingly really fantastic and healthy products.